Hey guys, it's Gadget, and I'm a little disheveled here because I've been tearing apart my bedroom stuff, but I cannot find my tiara, nor am I dealing with things. But I wanted to update you guys because I had a situation at work that now I need to document. I've been documenting it on Facebook. As you all know, I have this boss that we just, it's basically how to put it, you let this dog gnaw at you and you play dead so that she'll stop type of situation because you can't argue with her. Oh, I just love when Facebook does that. Well, what happened was we have a new lat system that does our hours. The way now she said she was going to explain it to me, and she never did because they claimed to have had a meeting when I was home, and I told her if she had any questions to call me or to ask me if I needed to do anything. Right when I overheard her conversation because she said it in front of me about this thing, but she never told me what it was about. Said I would have to wait for her to tell me. So, as you know, my birthday passed and the hell I was through and everything. I mean, I think I could, I mean, I showed you guys on the other video what I got and everything. So, you know, it's not been a good birthday. And with my fibromyalgia, cluster and everything, I couldn't go out. And I'm sorry. I am sorry, guys. I really am that I couldn't go out. I wanted to hang with you guys so bad, especially all my November birthday friends, family, and everything, and my sisters and everything, and all that, and my brothers and everything, you know, because you guys are more family to me than my own family. All right. So back to this with the job and everything, right? So my other boss, he tells me, "Oh, what hours are you making?" I thought it was for the holiday because of today's being Veterans Day, and my dad's a Vietnam vet. So anytime you see a veteran, please shake their hand and tell them thank you, because without them, we'd have no freedom. Um, he tells me, I'm like, "Are you sure? Because if it works out, I get 50 hours for this week." Maybe she doesn't know what it is or anything, or she didn't understand something, right? Because it's just a little bit confusing. Just work the hours. She pulls me aside and goes, "I need to talk to you. It seems you don't think I know what I'm doing." I was like, "No, I just don't understand what you're saying. You say we're working a week ahead, that we have to make up these hours and everything, but we're not really going to get our 36 hours." All this stuff to the point where she goes to me, "Are you processing anything I say? Can't you comprehend anything? How hard is this to talk to you about?" The way she talks, it is. Everyone says I have a hard problem with talking to people and I get them confused. No, you want to talk to Queen of Confusion? This is my boss. Okay? So finally, whatever, I said when I went back to my chair, just off topic, just to get that topic out of my head, right? I said, "Oh, by the way, blah, 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 I got my diploma in my hand. I picked it up and everything." "Oh, I guess then you better go return that back to the college and everything, get your money back, because it seems after our conversation, you couldn't comprehend anything. So I guess they didn't do their job. So I would suggest go get your money back." Now, those of you that know me outside of work or know me very well, them's fighting words, because I don't care if you belittle me. I don't care if you talk bad about me. I don't care if you talk behind my back, because it's in one out the other. But if you mess with my niece, my nephew, any boy or guy I like, my family that I consider my family, or my education, or anything that prevents me from succeeding, them's fighting words. So I went to the union. I went to the EPA person. I spoke to all these people. Do you know what she tells my other supervisor? "Oh, I was talking about my son." How does her son play into a conversation where she's not on the phone, not on anything, and yeah, she's caught. She knows she's in a lot of trouble. She pulled something she couldn't get out of, because I'm going to document all these right now. There was a time where we have this coworker, I'll say her name is with a Y and on. I'll say Wana, like that, because you're not, okay? She wears glasses. She's African American, okay? There was a situation one day where I'm at a station and my boss comes running into the room. Let alone she's like irate for some reason. I'm looking at her. She goes, "You told this gentleman, right?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." Now here is what it's about. I was wearing a white sweatshirt. The other girl, Yana, was wearing a white t-shirt. Okay? Sweatshirt, t-shirt. Both of us wear glasses, right? The motorist neglected to tell my boss that he spoke to an African American girl, because we are in an age where we don't really have to say that. And he's telling her on the other side of the counter, that's not the girl. That's not the girl, the other girl. So when Yana came into the room, into the side of the thing, the guy goes, that's the girl. All because this supervisor has always gunned for me from day one. Tells the guy, you should have told me it was. Meanwhile, this supervisor is also African American. Okay? So that's one situation. Another situation was there was another worker who was African American, who had an Irish first name, and me, as you guys know, my name and everything, right? Stands there and goes, boy, your mom's must have been, right? Because you got the Irish name to the African American girl, and you got the black name to me. My other supervisor, who was Spanish at the time, grabbed her and almost said, they can get you on an EEO issue. Okay? Then we had one girl, her name was with a W, a little chunkier than me, but she was Spanish and she had glasses, curly hair, but she was chunkier. I would get blamed for her stuff because all my supervisor would see is here's glasses and light skinned and okay. Then there was another girl who was shorter than me, had a very little similar look, but her hair was darker, so I kept getting mine blonder and blonder. Like there was one time my hair was completely white blonde because so I would make sure I wouldn't get confused with this girl because she was a screw up. But I still got blamed for her stuff because all my supervisor heard was glasses and everything. From day one has confused me, especially we had one girl, her name started with an A, whose mom works on the other side. The same thing, she brought the wrong file when she was evaluating. Oh, I get you white girls confused. I knew from day one I was in trouble there and everything. Because I used to have blue streaks in my hair. My hair was blue. And the girl with the A had purple and stuff and everything, right? My head supervisor at the time, before this person became the head supervisor, had told me, please remove that because you're going to cause some, basically he said remove it because it's going to cause some confusion. It wasn't appropriate. But when the other girl, now I know why he said to remove it because, yeah, basically. So that's another thing too. There's also favorites there and everything. There's a lot of them that hang out and everything with this supervisor and know her too well and everything and babysit and or whatever the way they make it sound. It's like everyone knows everybody, so no one can do any wrong. I mean, they sit with their cell phones on at the counter and everything. But if I go to bring it down, it's like high school. I bring it down, I get detention. The rest of them can get away scot free, like that thing that happened with everything. This time, I got blamed for having soda cans in there because they found a mouse in the supply room, which is the other side of the locker room, also to the outside. The supply room is part of the outside. And all these little bugs. Instead of telling us there might be allegedly bed bugs or bugs in the place and clean out your locker and everything, no. She made me take off my lock. But like I said, none of that stuff bothers me. What was bothering me was because of the diploma thing and stuff. And then yesterday, she was all sickly sweet to me, trying to be nice and everything. Yeah, you got caught. So that's an update on that. Now, another update is, like I said, with my birthday. I am so sorry to everyone that I couldn't come out and everything and stuff. I have been trying. It might be a day where I'm going to be like, listen, I'm in the city, surprise pop up, everyone go somewhere. Or because right now I am so dead broke, it is not funny and everything. So I'm just like trying just to clean this apartment because that ties into what I just found out now. It seems that due to Christopher's visa and everything else and his family and everything, obligations as told to me by his dad and other things, because even though Christopher's 32 years old and his dad still has to help him with things and stuff. I mean, my dad helps me with my things and stuff, but I was always taught by my family, you've got to learn to do things on your own because they're not going to be here that long, nor you're not going to have people around. Like this bus driver told me one day when I was carrying a heavy shelf before I was really having the fibromyalgia and the costochondritis, like taking over and everything. Where's your boyfriend? Oh, I don't have one. He's stuck over in somewhere and everything, right? Or he's, what do you mean? I'm like, my dad told me if I wait for anybody, I'm not going to get anything done. And it's true. If you wait for people, you're going to be stuck in a standstill. That's why I went back to school, because I was waiting for people. I said, no, Mm-mm. I thank my ex-boyfriend for teaching me to fight the union so I can go back to school. So right now, like I said, I'm moving forward. I said after my birthday, I'm going to move forward. So what happens now is based on what the consulate has told me, what the consulate has told his dad and everything, and plus all their family obligations and everything else, basically I'm not going to see him till the summer. So where does that leave me? Well, this is the situation. For someone who wanted to try and build a relationship, it doesn't seem they want to try. I still want to try. But you know what? Like my boss said to me, I am a free person until this person, Christopher, decides to make his decision. And as far as now, anyone can ask me out, ask me to hang out, ask me to do anything and stuff. You're more than welcome to come over here, but you would have to deal with a tornado of a place because I'm tearing apart. I fixed the bathroom. Now I'm fixing my bedroom. I'm not stopping for anyone. The only reason I put the bedroom on hold was because in case Christopher showed up, I could pull out the couch bed or anything until I finish fixing this place because I wanted to do the kitchen next. But I said, you know what? Let me start with the back, meaning the bathroom, the bedroom, and work my way forward, and then the living room and everything else. Right? Makes more sense. But I figured, why not? Right? So now that I'm technically under no obligation for anything except to fix my apartment, I have a lot more free time on my hands. Since all he does is sit at home and watch TV and play video games, and that a PlayStation 3 is more important than anything. I know we all have our fetishes and we have all our vices and everything else, but still, you gotta remember there's still somebody that cares and loves you. I'm still willing to try, but you know what? Until he's at my doorstep and everything. But I did receive some other news. A mutual friend, well, his friend, Alex, will be visiting New York before he goes to the Mojave Desert. I think that's what he said and everything. So Alex might be here these next few days and everything. So I may, if I can, meet up because I want to give an impression because Alex can tell Christopher what I'm really like and everything. My friend, mutual friend Steven has already seen what I'm like and everything, especially at Comic Con, but that's my Comic Con mode. Now other people are going to see. So if I do hang out with his friend Alex, I would ask if anyone in the New York area that's my friends would like to come, depending on the situation, if Alex wants to meet all of you or anything. Or I don't know if Alex is bringing his girlfriend or because I haven't met her yet or anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather them meet all my friends to show Alex that I am a good person to tell Christopher how I am. Because even though Christopher only sees these videos and everything and only sees that, I just want a better impression and everything. So if you guys see me in the city, don't hesitate to avoid. Just come over and say hi and everything. Like I said, I see most of you guys in your cosplay, so you gotta just remind me and everything because I am that bad. Because I see you one way, I see you on Facebook, but the same thing, it's like I won't know who you are unless you start talking, except for a few people that I want to hug right now and everything because I miss them so much. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, and as you know, if I posted, I am actually I don't. Okay, I said I sliced my toe open. If I can get the with the fibromyalgia, it's a little hard to do this. And you see Shadow sleeping there. He's also a little problem lately. But let's see if I can do this. Okay, I sliced open my toe. Okay. What happened, I think it was, and the way the doctor described it, because they don't want to do anything with it yet, but it hurts like it hurts like oof. I can't. I don't know how I'm gonna curse this time because I'm not cursing. You know what I mean? Um, I really. Plus, I don't want to gross you guys out. It looks like the way they described it was, it could have been a blister that because Shadow has a habit. If your feet are under a blanket, he thinks it's like a game or something's hiding under there, so he tries to attack it. So I must have been while I was sleeping. He saw that, didn't realize, and he scratched open the blister, which I didn't notice until a couple of days ago when I thought, oh, let me fix it and everything. It's probably, when you get like a blister, you feel a blister, right? Because this thing hurts like hell. And I'm like, okay, this thing is weird and everything, but here's the piece of, I'm going to describe to you guys, a piece of skin, right? Then I look and I'm like, this is not a blister. It was going from up round like this, right? He must have sliced right through the underneath of my foot. and everything in my toe with his nail, because his nails are sharp. I haven't had them clipped. And it's good because when he tries to catch the mice in here and everything, he can dig his claws in them and everything. So right now, because of the way it was sliced, we don't know if it hit a nerve or it's because my toe has been banged up so much that it's basically moving it to straight. It's like it's almost straight now because of the way the bandage is and everything. So I'm feeling, and the funny part is I'm feeling my foot, I'm feeling my leg, I'm feeling, so there's, and my balance is a little bit better. So they're thinking it could be the toe that's been causing a lot of problems with things and stuff too. But I have to watch it, keep it covered, and if it doesn't heal, they're going to have to sort of reopen it, meaning even though it's open, but open it in such a way to drain out any fluid or anything or anything because of the where it is and everything. And I may have to get stitches. But we're hoping we just let it be because it's bad, but it's in an awkward position where a stitch will not do good right now because there's not enough skin to, they want some skin to grow back and everything. So you can see how my week has been going. What else is there? Oh, a lot of things have been happening to friends and everything, and I wish people can send some good vibes. One of my friends, her husband's sister's husband was in a car accident, and he didn't make it, so we need some good vibes for that family. One of my friends, and I love her to death. I really do love her to death. And she's having a hard time with people and how they react to her and everything. And I don't have permission yet to say her name or anything and stuff because I really am proud of this girl. I love her to death. And if I can hug her again, because when I saw her at New York Comic Con and everything, and she was one that found me, tapped me, and I'm like, I'm just hugging. I want to hug her again because our birthdays are like a few days apart, and I really want to celebrate my birthday with her because, like, just something, you know what I mean? Because that was the idea. I wanted to go out with everybody and celebrate because, especially her, she's a beautiful person. She has done something that I am so proud of because most of my friends have not decided what they wanted to do with their lives and everything. And each day I see her glow and everything because we all had our hard times through this past few months and everything. I had my hard time back in, it's almost going to be a year now, on December 7th. So that whole time frame from December 7th last year up until, well, still now and everything, it's still a struggle and everything for me. But when I see her, I see someone who's even though going through a struggle like me, has more positive people in their lives than I do and flourishes every time. You guys help me flourish, but it's like, it's a positive thing. When you see people who are struggling just like you, still trying to do it and still going strong, you know there's a chance for you. You know you can make it. You know that no matter what people say, no matter what they do, how they say it to you or anything, you know they're just stupid. You know they can't comprehend anything. You know, like I said with my boss, she just can't do things, right? She can't comprehend how I learn and everything. So it's like people out there don't understand it. Like they say people lie. It's not. It's based on your perception. Yes, people do lie, but there's times where if you're brought up a certain way and you're stuck in that way, as I call a standstill, you're never going to change. And that's why I love her and I love my other friends and I love them because they're willing to change. They're willing to change people's minds. They're willing to sacrifice things for the better. And I never had that before. And I see that with all of you guys now. But one thing, like I said, my boss had said to me, if people care about you, they should be knocking down your door. If a guy likes you, they should be knocking down your door. There's none of this, you have to wait for them. There's none of this, give you time, give you time. If you want something, you go out there and get it. If you want to live in the moment, fine and great. But if there's something that you want, go out and get it. Don't waste any time. Go be who you want to be. Go do what you want to do. I had to, for 30 years, be stuck under a roof with people who did not want to move forward and were blaming me for all their faults and everything, who moved forward as much as they could, but now are in a standstill. When I got out of there, say to myself, that's when my life really started. That's when things got better. Not much, but better. So I don't say I'm 39 years old. I don't look it. No. I say, let's see. I got out of there in 2005. I came here, so that was the first start of my life. So technically I'm like 9 years old. Okay? 9 years old. We forget those 30 years. I'm 9. That's why I act silly. That's why I act the way I am. I'm only 9. Because that's when my life started. When I started meeting good people and everything. Except when I went to a certain convention, I met a ton of good people, but also I found how many people can be pond scum and snakes. Especially when you think they're being friendly to you and stuff, which that's a long story too, but I think you guys know about that one and why I speak up about it. And I tell everybody, if someone allegedly puts their hand up your blouse when they say they're massaging a shoulder because you hurt your shoulder, or wants to talk to you because you're having a bad day while you're working a convention, and then all of a sudden that person decides to do the same thing, but you got to remember you're tiny and they're bigger. You may know a few things, but you can't, when they're drunk and everything, you can't get away. I tell you, look at your surroundings, look at everything, and try to get away. Some people weren't lucky, I found out. But at the same time, I can be a bigger person and go back there and show my face that you did not break me. Or I can let karma take its toll, and when I'm ready to go back there, and because I'm never volunteering for this place again, or any place, because I've seen what it's like to volunteer, and alcohol will ruin it. I don't know what it is, why people need that vice to survive. This is why I'm very scared of people with low self-esteem. I have high self-esteem that people tell me I should stop. Why? I'm not going to demean myself. You guys can have your fun with your alcohol. I had a momentary lapse, as people say, of judgment from that place. I'm like, no, I didn't. I went along so I could save my life. Most people don't know how to do that. I've learned that over the years with my family, the police officers I work with, and everyone else, and all those shows I watch, how to get out of sticky situations. And I tell people this every day. Don't judge what you see here because you don't know what's hiding behind what you see here. I have been battered, bruised, physically, mentally, and I would like my chance to speak, to be heard, and not to be belittled. I would like my chance to be loved, for me. I would like my chance to have the guy I want, not be a player, not be a wannabe, not be a spoiled brat, not be someone who wants to play sides, or pretends to be somebody else, or has 5 profiles on Facebook and tells other people that I'm nothing, or his friends, or telling them I'm one thing and then I'm fighting with them or telling me things that are not true that I know of, but then again, are they really true? I'm tired. I'm tired of everything. And all I want is my fair share this year. And like I said, I don't care who comes over. I don't care who does anything here. But like everyone said to me, if people care about you, they'd bend over backwards. And I know a few that want to come over here and help me. But due to circumstances, sometimes I can't have them over here. But that doesn't mean it doesn't stop me, because there may be a weekend I'll be like, what are you doing? Get over here now. Like now. I missed my opportunity with Christopher back in 2013, March, April, when he was in Florida, because I did not want to seem like a stalker. His friend Alex is coming here. Damn well straight I'm going to make a good impression, because I want Christopher to know who the person I am is. You know, I want Alex to see what Christopher is getting. Because if Christopher still wants me, still wants to try, I will wait till the summer. But if I don't get treated like I'm going to be the girlfriend, nor have his friends treat me with respect, by the time summer comes and I have a discussion with him, we'll see where we stand. But until then, I will be trying to hang out. I will be gutting out my bedroom and I will be fixing it to the way I want it. I will finally be painting it if I can, if there's room. If not, I may have to just do something with drawings and everything or posters. But I am, and I say this now, not going to let anybody stop me from moving forward. My mother is a different story with the bipolar and the manic depression because now the dementia is kicking in and she has lost now 2 years. It's official. She has lost 2 years. She can't tell. Before it was days and months. You could get around and then she'd remember, but now it's 2 years. It is 2 years. This is too much for me to take on alone. And I just hope and pray that this message gets out there to people. That if you know someone who is at their breaking point, help them. Because they may not be suffering from depression or anything like that. What they're suffering from is, I'm frustrated, I'm fed up with the stupidity of people and the laziness. And that I want my turn now. I'm tired of fixing things, doing all the work, and making it better for others. I'm tired of being the lesson. I'm tired of being the teacher. Now it's my turn. And I'm going to fight you all tooth and nail. Because we're not depressed. We're just frustrated. And if you label us depressed, then you have a lot of lecturing going on, and I really didn't want to be the teacher. Because I can set you straight on why I'm frustrated and why, at this point, I ask all of Facebook, I ask all of YouTube, and anyone else who sees this video to come to me and ask me about me, to work with me, to talk to me, and don't use your preconceptions of people. Because you saw what happened on the news with that lady who pretended to be African American and she was really white. I get accused of being Spanish at work, and when I say I'm Irish Italian, I get told you lying. Or stop denying your heritage. This is America, you need to speak Spanish. Yeah. There's multicultures here. There's multi-languages. Everywhere else I go, I don't get accused of it. I don't know why where I work I do. So on this note, I will say this. With 28 minutes and 10 seconds on my video, I am Gadget to all my friends. All of you know me as Felicia, but I really want my friends to call me Gadget. Felicia is tied to a name that has a lot of hurt and pain with it. And for me to get through my day, I'd rather be Gadget because the ones who care about me know me as Gadget. I also love to crochet to relax. I also am a jack of all trades. I could figure anything out. I can bounce from any job to any job. I don't really need to be belittled when I know things. And I don't need people jealous of me because, you know what? I explain it to everybody. I don't need to be jealous. I don't need to be envious. Why? I can go buy something or I can get something else. I don't have to be jealous. If more people thought that way, why would you want something somebody else has? What if it's broken? Think of it that way. Okay? That's why I don't understand why people take back their exes. The only reason I took back Christopher was because he's the first one that did a 1 hour and 15 minute and 38 second video. But I still haven't taken him back because he's not physically here in front of me. So it's a give and take right now. It's a trust issue thing right now. So with 30 seconds left, because I wanted this to be 30 minutes, this thing just freeze. I think this thing just froze. I hope that things work out with everything. And that life gives everybody what they want this time around. But fight. All I'm going to tell you is to fight. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.